Maybe it's just a rescue dinner. Hey guys, today I'm just going to be doing a recipe or something like that. I really don't know what it is going to be. Back in October, I made lots of different slow cooker meals, and one of them was chicken tostadas that I got from a recipe book. We didn't love it. It did not. It was bland. It was very messy. If there was just too much liquid and things like that. So we decided that what was left, which was this, that we were going to stick it in the freezer. Now, I put it on here, Mexican chicken needs flavor. That's what I wrote on the package. You guys know that I make freezer meals, but one thing about freezer meals, I don't like them to sit in the freezer for more than 6 months. I know some people will let theirs stay in there longer, but ours usually within 3 to 6 months they're gone. Some things I don't even allow it to be in there that long before we've already consumed it, but this we had kept putting it off, and we were gonna make it into something else. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I never did do it. So we took it out of the freezer, and it is now thawed. It's been in the refrigerator so it could thaw out, and we have to cook it today. We don't have a choice now because it was frozen. Now it's thawed. It's got to be cooked, or it's trash. It's no good. It's whatever. So I'm going to make some sort of casserole, and what I'm going to be using is some mild salsa, that mixture. I have half of an onion, which I had planned on putting onion in it anyway. A packet of Spanish rice, because like I said, it needed flavor, so I'm going to use this. And I'm thinking about putting some frozen corn in it because, I don't know, it just sounds good. So let me grab that out of the freezer because it's the only thing I haven't gotten. If I don't have that, I may grab a canned corn, but I really don't want to do that. If I have frozen corn, I'll use that though. So let me grab that out of the freezer, get y'all down here, and get going with showing y'all what I'm going to put it together. Oh, and we're also going to put cheese on it later. You know, before we consume it, we're going to put cheese on it and let it melt, and then, yeah, like you do any casserole that has cheese on top. There we go. Yeah. I'm just hoping it's gonna work. I'm a little nervous, y'all, but I'm trying to rescue a dish that we didn't like, and maybe that's what we'll call it. Rescue dish. Rescue dinner. I don't know. Maybe it's just a rescue dinner. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is get this onion chopped up, and this is just, we just happen to have some in the refrigerator, just in there anyway. If not, I was going to cut one up. What is going on there? It is like the skin part. I don't know. Sometimes you know how that onion will kind of grow another one inside. I guess that's what it's trying to do. Alright, I'm going to move these things because I don't need them, but I do want to go ahead and throw this oven's preheated into here before I do that, because this is where I'm going to mix everything together. I'm going to put all of this on here and put it over here. Okay, so thankfully I did find some corn. But this is that mix, and it was beans and chicken, and it did have some onion in it, but It just needed something. I don't know what it needed. It just needed some flavor. So I'm going to put all of this in here. All that I can get out anyway. Come out. Okay. We're not going to fight with that little bit. Not going to fight with it. Just not going to do it. And I'm going to put in, I don't know how much corn. Let's see. Okay, so I got me a spoon too. We're going to put about a cup. And the rest of this, I have a Ziploc bag here ready for it because I don't want this to thaw any more than it has to. So I'm going to stick it back in the freezer. Now, one thing that I did grab out of the freezer, which I was planning on doing it earlier today, but I forgot. We had bought this pepper jack cheese on clearance a while back and froze it. I'm going to let it sit out and then I'll grate it later. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to do some salsa. I'm not really sure how much salsa I want to do. Maybe that was a cup. Maybe just 2 cups. That's about what I've got. I didn't even have to have the measuring cup, but that's okay. I was already using it for the others, so it's not like I was wasting. I have a feeling I may want to add some water to this because I am adding the rice. But I want to kind of look at this and see what I want to do after I get this stirred together. And maybe I should have gotten a bigger bowl. I don't know. I think this will be fine. But whenever I cooked this, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that great either. It was very bland, and it just needed something more than what it had. And I feel like the flavors from the salsa and the flavors from the pepper jack cheese and the flavors from the Spanish rice will make it a lot better. So the only problem I have is some of these north sides, because they don't have preservatives and artificial flavors and all that stuff, their seasoning kind of sticks together until it gets like wet or whatever, till it gets mixed in some. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to mix this together some. I may add, oh, I'm throwing out some rice. Didn't mean to do that. It was only a little tiny bit. Oh, 1 grain of rice, okay. But anyway, I want to get that seasoning mixed in if I can. But what I may have to do is come back over here in a little while after it started cooking and stir it a little bit, because then it will loosen up some. It already smells better. I mean, it didn't stink before, but it just needed something. I'm trying to get that seasoning mixed up a little bit more. I've got it's not a 9 by 13, it's like a 10 by 12, but it'd be the same size as a 9 by 13 in the long run. I'm gonna put this in here. I guess you could say it's a Mexican chicken and rice, maybe? I don't know. I don't even remember what all is in the tostada mix that we used. I know that I have the book and I could look back at the recipe and all of that. I don't even remember if I shared the recipe with you guys. I think I'm going to take some of this seasoning And let me see, where's some rest of it. If there's a big chunk, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put a little bit of water to maybe, what do you call it? Mix it in a little bit better to dissolve it some, because that's just too big of a chunk. I wish I would have done that in the beginning. It will dissolve though. Let me grab some hot water and I'll be right back. Okay, so because I was waiting on the kettle, because I'm using reverse osmosis water, to heat up, I did go ahead and clean up my dirty dishes that I've used so far. And that way I only have a spoon and a measuring cup in a minute. But to clean up before, you know, we'll have more after supper, but oh, this is a mess. I'm trying to get that dissolved some. Let me get a smaller spoon. Add another spoon to the list. But that hot water will dissolve that. Oh, it smells so good. We'll dissolve that. It smells like chili almost, y'all. Seriously. But I want to get that dissolved, and then we're going to put this water into that, because I feel like, well, we don't want it to be dry, so we want that rice to have some more liquid. Okay, I think I've got it mostly done. There's a little bit. There are always ways to get things done that you need done. You just have to think a little bit and figure it out. Alright, I'm going to pour this over the top of this. And yes, I know it's hot. That's alright. I'm fixing to put it in a hot oven. Give me all that rice. Now it's all mixed together. And I know well, let me just, I don't normally do that, but I want to get this back over here so y'all can see it. So I'm going to mix that in. And between the liquid that was in the chicken, the liquid that's in the salsa, and the liquid that I just put in, I'm hoping that's plenty. I will check this in a little bit to make sure it's not too dry, because one of our goals was to get it a little drier because it was too wet. But as a casserole with rice in it, we don't want it too dry. So we want it to be nice and creamy and yummy. And I don't want to make a mistake of not checking it often. So I will check it in about 20 minutes. And if I feel like it needs some more water, other than that 1 cup, I will add some more. But as of right now, I've added just 1 cup of water to it. So now I have 2 spoons and a measuring cup to wash for now. Alright, I'm going to put some aluminum foil over it. And stick it in the oven. And in 20 minutes, I'll check it. Wait. I don't have cheese in it, but I do want to spray this anyway, just to make sure there's no sticking. That's not 100% foolproof, but there's a less chance of it to stick whenever you spray it. So I'm gonna put this in the oven for 20 minutes, check it. If I feel like it needs more water, I'll add it. I'll probably let y'all know then at that point in time. If I do not feel like it needs any more water, I will let it cook for another 20 or so minutes. I'm going to check it. This is a test. I don't know how it's going to be. It's an experiment, but we'll find out together. Okay, so it has been 50 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I better lock this down. That'd be smart. Am I not doing it right? There we go. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grate this because it has thawed completely finally. Still freezing cold, but it's thawed at least. So I can do this. But yeah, it's been 50 minutes since I started cooking the casserole. Don't know what to call it still. Maybe Spanish rice, chicken or rice. I don't know. And I'm going to go ahead and maybe I should have used a bowl like I normally do, but I didn't. But anyway, I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to bring you guys over to see. I did clean the counter, so we're good. Alright, there we go. All done. This is 8 ounces of pepper jack, so that's that done. And that's how much I'm going to put on, of course, is 8 ounces of pepper jack. For more flavor. But right now, I can tell you, this smells delicious. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. And I'm really hoping all the rice is done. I believe it is. Like I said, it's been in there for 50 minutes. And it was bubbling, but I went ahead and just left it out while I was grating this cheese. Oh, I'm throwing it in the floor. Oh my goodness. I don't want the girls to eat that though because it's got peppers in it and I don't want to burn their little mouths. So I gotta hurry up and clean that up. But I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna let it melt. And then I'll do a taste test with you guys to let you know what I think. And because this is something that we didn't like, that I didn't want to waste it. I mean, you don't want to waste food nowadays. And I know I added to it, but y'all, I already feel like this is going to be yummy because it just smells so good. So 8 ounces of pepper jack on the top, back in the oven for maybe 5 or so minutes until this completely melts. Yeah, that's the word. Okay, so here it is. It smells so good, y'all. So I'm just going to get me a plate, a plate bowl thingy. You'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get that and get me some, and I'm going to do a taste test for you guys and see if I like it. I'm going to call Noah in so he can get him some too. And maybe before I end the video, I can let you guys know what he thought. I can't let you know what Jeff thinks because he's at work, but otherwise I would. Maybe I'll get to do that like on the screen or something if I can remember. So, or maybe tomorrow I can tell you. I don't know. It'll be alright. I'll let you know what I think. Okay, that's way up. I'm wearing my old glasses again because I've been watching TV and that's what I do. I don't know why. They're right beside where I sit, so I put them on. They still work. They still have the same prescription. Why are we talking about this? I don't know, because I'm letting this cool off some. Look at, that's what it looks like. If it'll focus. There we go. I didn't get much. As you can see, I didn't get a whole bowl because I don't want a lot. But it smells really good. Noah has not tasted it yet. He said from what it smells like, he knows he's going to like it. So, okay. However that works. I let it cook probably the total of 55 minutes because of the time that the cheese was in there. So I'm trying to get a little bit of everything, like the onion, the corn, the cheese, the bean, the chicken, all of it. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything. Oh, that seems like a lot. We're going to see if we like it or if I like it. What am I saying? I don't know. Maybe there's a little bird on my shoulder that I can't see. Let's taste it. I do believe we've just rescued a meal that we did not like and turned it into something that we will. It's a little spicy. But of course I did put pepper jack on top, and the salsa that I used, even though it's medium, it's always a little hot to me. But that was pretty good. One more bite. See. Tastes like a, I guess, a Spanish chicken and rice with beans and onion and corn and yummy, and I don't know. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I'm gonna run in there real quick and see if Noah's tasted it so I can tell you what he says. Be right back. Okay, so he has tasted it and he likes it. He said he knew he would like it. But I got Jeff a bowl for whenever he gets home from work. And that is all I have for today. I know this was just a cooking video, but that's okay. I like to cook. I like to rescue dinners. Because y'all, I hated to throw that away. But now we will most likely be making that tostada thing, double it. No, not double it, but double everything I put in today. Yeah, that's the proper way to do it. And making one for the freezer and one for eating now. So we have a freezer meal with that, because that is good. It really is. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload. Share this with a friend if you think they would enjoy my channel. I don't say this video because my channel is a lot of different things. It's not just one thing. So I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but if you think someone would enjoy it, go ahead and share it. And most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. If you have a prayer request, leave that down below as well, and I will add it to my list. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.